Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So recently I sat for the IELTS exam and I had to give the speaking part through the video call format. Before going to give the exam, I tried to find other people's experience about giving this exam through the video call format instead of face-to-face interviews, but unfortunately I didn't find many, which is why I decided to share my experience and help others. Alright then, let's get started. So initially I was going to give this exam through the in-person format, but a few days before my exam, British Council changed it to the online one. So those who are facing a similar situation or those who actually chose to give this exam in the video call format, I hope this video will be helpful for you. Even the online exams take place at the venue. So as usual, you should reach the venue at least 20 minutes before your exam. When you arrive at the venue, at first your identity will be checked using your passport and all your belongings will be taken away from you, except your passport, and if you have a clear water bottle, then you are allowed to keep that as well. After that, if your picture has not already been taken, then your picture will be taken and then you'll be taken to a different floor where your examination will take place. At first, you're made to sit right outside the exam rooms and the rules of the online format will be explained to you. When it is time for your exam to start, a staff member will enter the room with you. Upon entering the room, you'll notice that a laptop has been set up on a desk, and on that desk there are some papers, pencils, some sterilized headphones and a bell switch. Right across from the laptop, a single chair will also be placed. The staff member will first sit on that chair and check the video and audio quality with the examiner. He will also confirm your identity. You are then asked to sit on that chair and a new sterilized headphone will be provided to you. You too will check the sound quality with your examiner. After that, the staff member will explain that you should use the bell switch to call him after your exam ends, and when the exam starts, you should take off your mask. After giving you these instructions, he or she will leave the room. Now, your examiner can be from anywhere around the world and can have a slight accent. For example, my examiner looked and sounded European, but I could be mistaken. If you're someone who watches or listens to a lot of English content, then you should have no problem in understanding your examiner. The actual exam follows the usual format. At first, I was asked my name and a few basic questions. So this was part 1, and in part 1, you're supposed to answer the questions in 1 or 2 sentences. This part takes around 4 to 5 minutes to finish, and you will be asked a lot of short questions. Then in part 2, you will be asked to talk about a particular topic which will be shown on the screen the entire time. You will be given 1 minute to prepare your speech. You can use the pencil and paper, and then you'll be expected to speak for 2 minutes. I was given a sports related topic which I'm not very comfortable with. The exact topic was an international sporting event that I watched. Now, even if you're given a topic that you're unfamiliar with or a topic that you have less ideas about, you're still expected to keep talking for the entire 2 minutes. In part 2, it is not a problem if the examiner stops you in the middle of your speech. No marks will be cut for that. But if you speak for less than 2 minutes, then you might get a lower grade. In other interviews, maybe for your job or studies, it might be important to maintain eye contact, always stay on topic, and always state facts or truths in your interviews. But because the IELTS speaking exam only tests your speaking skills, some of these rules might be lax. So it's more important that you are comfortable so that you can sound fluent. Frankly, this experience was much less intimidating than an in-person or face-to-face IELTS speaking interview, which I have also experienced in the past. In order to speak comfortably, you might look away from the screen, and if you have less ideas, then you can even make up some facts. But only lie if you can do so comfortably, without stammering or affecting your fluency. Since I had less ideas about my topic, I made up names, places, and other details, and at the same time, in order to keep talking for the entire time, I not only talked about my own experience, but also that of my family members and the people of my country. So you see that you are allowed to deviate a little from the topic, but not too much. After the 2 minutes were over, I was asked a few follow-up questions, and then part 3 started. In part 3, you are expected to answer a few broad question answers. So answer these questions in roughly 3 to 5 sentences. Overall, the entire examination will be over within 15 to 20 minutes. Once the exam is over, the examiner will end the call, and you will use the bell switch to call over the staff member who initially entered the room with you. He or she will come and escort you out of the room. During my exam, I do not remember using too many tough vocabulary words, but my answers were fluent. This led to my speaking score of 8 and the overall band score of 8.5. So if you want to know more about how to answer IELTS speaking questions and how to get good scores in the other parts of the IELTS exam, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Alright then, thank you everyone. I'll see you in the next video.